Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a lovely full body Pilates sculpt that uses no equipment. You don't even need a mat. You can do all of these exercises on your floor wherever you are. So it's going to be really fun. So normally we add in props just to make it a little bit more different, but today we're like stripping it back. We're going back to some of the classical Pilates moves and then obviously focusing a little bit more on the contemporary moves. Please feel free to take these exercises at whatever pace feels right for you, and also listen to your body. If something's not feeling right, if you're starting to feel any pain in your lower back, please stop. And at any point you need to just take a break, pause the video, come back to it whenever you need to. So we're going to start standing up. We're going to go for a nice warm up. We're going to be doing lots of different workouts that involve standing up, coming down, working a little bit on our wrists, and then a little bit on our core as well. So when you're ready, we are just going to start standing at the back of the mat. We're going to just take a couple of seconds just to get connected with our breath as that guides us through the class. So hands can come onto the rib cage, or you can have your hands either side of you. We're going to think about taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and letting those ribs expand out to the side. As you exhale, wrap those ribs in, draw the belly button down towards your spine. Inhale again. Exhale, wrap everything in. On our next big inhale, we're going to sweep the hands up above our heads. And then as we exhale, we're going to roll our body forwards, go for that nice forward fold here. Meeting me with your chest nice and close down towards your thighs. Hands are just hanging. Eye gaze is down to your knees. We can take a little sway side to side. You can shake your head for no, nod your head for yes, whatever feels good for you. We are then going to pop our hands onto our ankles and slowly articulate that spine up one vertebra at a time, keeping that chin nice and tucked until you feel that spine straighten. Rolling those shoulders backwards, sweeping those hands above our head again. We're going to go for that forward fold, but this time we're going to deepen it. So we're going to go all the way down. You might need to have a soft bend in those knees if you've got longer legs or tighter hamstrings, and your hands are going to come down onto your mat. What you're going to do is you're going to keep your left knee slightly bent, your left hand onto the mat, your right hand's going to come up towards the ceiling, and we're going to give those fingers a good little wiggle out here. We're then going to pop that hand down onto the mat, and we're going to swap it over to the other side. We're going to do one more on each side. Really think about sending that hand back behind you to help you get those nice little twists. Popping that down, one more on each side. Lovely stuff. You can take the nice deep breaths in through your nose, out your mouth. Last time. And then you're going to meet with both your hands down onto your mat. You're going to send your power through those heels as we slowly articulate that spine up, and then keep that chin tucked until you feel that spine is nice and straight. Rolling those shoulders backwards and then roll them forwards. We're going to come into our downward dogs. So for your downward dog, all you're going to do is hands are going to come down onto the mat. Your feet are just going to come back to the behind you. You're going to pike your hips up and bring your chest nice and close towards your thighs. Fingertips are nice and spread onto your mat there. We're just going to pedal out through the legs, bending one knee at a time. This is where I get a mouthful of my necklace. Bending one knee in at a time. Almost like you're walking on the spot. We're going to work into both legs at the same time. 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to lift up on our tiptoes and then press those heels down. When you're pressing the heels down, you might not get your heels right close to the floor if you've got tighter hamstrings. That's okay. Just try and press it and deepen that stretch here every time. We're going to stay up on our tiptoes in 3, in 2, and 1. Staying up onto those tiptoes, we're going to walk out into a high plank. Wrap those ribs in. Shoulders are directly over wrists. What we're going to do is take a deep breath in. Exhale, pike those hips back to our downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. We're just going to flow through this movement here, guys. So you just swap when it feels good for you. Make sure you're keeping those ribs nice and wrapped in when you find that high plank. Lovely stuff. You're going to meet me in that high plank in 3, in 2, and 1. Meeting me in that high plank, shoulders over wrists. What we're going to do is we're going to go for some mountain climbers. Bring one knee in at a time, using those lower abdominals to scoop it in. Draw it in, back out, in, and out. Wrap those ribs in, belly button away from your waistband. We're here for 5. Find that high plank again in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Find that high plank, let your hips drop, let your feet flatten down onto the mat. All we're going to do is going to go for some spine twists. So you're going to twist around, face your feet, draw your shoulders back, bring it back to center, and then you're just going to alternate the direction. Twist and feel that nice mobility here through your spine. I'm going to bring it back to center and free. In 2 and 1. Draw it back to center. You're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. And we're going to go for some cat-cows. So we'll take a nice deep inhale. On our exhale, we're going to round with the spine. Eye gaze comes down towards our knees for our angry cat. And then we straighten that spine. Take that inhale. Exhale. Inhale to find that nice happy cow. Going into your angry cat. Just working through a few of these, guys. Just do what feels good for you. Take it at the pace that feels right. And just enjoying this time to feel that nice movement and mobility through that spine. You're going to be in the neutral spine. Eye gaze to the fingertips. In 3. In 2. 1. Let's stay in that neutral spine. Eye gaze to the fingertips. We're going to curl our toes. All we're going to do is our knee hoppers. So we're just literally lifting those knees off an inch and then popping them back down again onto the mat. So we exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Nice. Just working through these. This is obviously the first layer with these. As you know, I like to spice them up a little bit. Okay, next time you're going to meet me with your knees hovered. We're going to go for our crouching tigers. Send them on back. Bring our knees back under hips. Then we drop. So we lift up. We send our bum back. Draw those knees under hips. And then we drop. Again, just finding the pace here. That feels good for you. We're going to take out the knee hover in 3, 2, 1. Taking out that drop, we're just going to go for our crouching tigers and back again. This is going to start to fire up those quads. Going to be needed for today's class because it's going to be quite leggy today. I'm not going to lie. But let's be real, all my classes are leggy. We're going to draw those knees back onto hips in 3. In 2 and 1. Draw it down. Knees are going to be spread nice and wide. We're going to go for a child's pose to finish our warm-up. Bring your forehead nice and close down towards the floor. Spread those fingertips and give those wrists a good wiggle. As I said, we're going to be doing a lot of work today on our wrists. Okay. Our next part of class, we are going to be coming into some work for our core, and then we're going to be laying down. Then we're going to come into our standing series. So we're going to go into some roll downs. I like to have my feet nice and flexed, pointing up towards the ceiling. Some people don't, so just pick whatever feels good for you. We're going to roll ourselves all the way down. Your hands are going to come overhead, fingertips nice and long. I want you to think about tucking in your tailbone, bringing that pelvis up towards your belly button. Chin's going to be slightly tucked. We're going to take a nice deep breath in to prepare. Exhale. We're going to roll ourselves up nice and slow. Take those arms overhead. Round it back down again. Just getting our body used to this movement. You might find there's a point when you're rolling up that you think you're going to have to use momentum because your body is not going to make it. That's when I want you to take that exhale. For me, when we're rolling up, it's about here. The exhale helps you get there. So use that breath. Keep that spine nice and rounded when you're rolling down. Keep that chin slightly towards your chest. But remember, we've got that imaginary grip there that we don't want to squeeze. So we're not going to take our chin all the way down to our chest there. Really good. You're going to meet me up in 3, in 2, and 1. Meeting me up. You're going to find that biting point. We're going to go for lifting your leg and then your opposite arm up. So lifting your leg into tabletop, lift that opposite arm towards the ceiling. We're going to stay in this position. Nice and slow and controlled. If you come to my classes, I always bang on about being in a movie and it's dramatic and we're in slow motion. So we're taking everything nice and slow. You're in that biting point. Really good. Use that breath. Take those exhales as you draw on your knee in the table up. Inhale, just let everything drop. Nearly there. We're going to try and float both legs into tabletop in 3, in 2, and 1. Floating both legs into tabletop. What we're going to do is we're going to extend the legs out, take both arms overhead, wrap it in, extend it out, bring both of those knees in. If this is not feeling good for you, go back to those individual ones. We're only going to be here for 5. We're going to be holding everything long in 4, in 3, in 2, I'm shaking, and 1, holding it long. Keep those toes pointed, pelvis is towards the belly button. Here just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw everything in. You can bring those knees in towards your chest, give yourself a little rock. But we're going to get glutey now, guys. No rest for the wicked. I thought I was like laying on the floor and I'm not laying on my mat. Walk your feet nice and close to your bum because we want to get into those glutes. We are going to send our arms up toward us when we take our hips nice and high. So what I want you to do is think about imprinting that spine down, tucking that tailbone, shoulder blades are nice and wide on your mat, as that is going to be your support base. And when you are ready, what we're going to do is we're going to think about tucking that tailbone and slowly rolling up for our lower back. And we'll be back until the weight comes in our shoulders. Give that bum a good squeeze at the top there. And then we are rolling it all the way down. Tuck it in, roll up, and roll all the way down. Use that breath. Exhale to draw it up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to draw it up. Inhale to lower. Really nice. Take it slow. Exhale. Tuck it up. Inhale to draw it back down. Really squeeze it to your bum when you take it up. We're going to be adding on in 3, in 2, 1. Adding on. We're going to go for a single leg march. Taking both of the legs into tabletop, keeping those hips nice and high and keep them nice and square. Then we roll it down. So we roll up. We go march, march, and then we roll it back down again. Really good. We take it up, march, march, and then we draw it all the way back down. This is going to get really into those glutes. March and march. And draw it all the way back down. Okay, we're going to meet with our hips high in 5. Keep working through those marches for 4. For 3. Keep those ribs wrapped in. Try not to flare up through those ribs. Keep those hips nice and high, squeezing those glutes. We've got 2 more of these. Then we're holding it up. Okay, our last one. Last full round of this. Bringing that hip nice and high. You're going to float that left leg into tabletop. What we're going to do is we're going to extend it up towards the ceiling. I want you to flex your heel down, point those toes up. Flex it down, point those toes up. Keep sweeping through these movements. Can you keep those hips as even as possible? Squeezing into that right glute to help keep those hips nice and high. We're keeping those toes pointed in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and one. Can you keep those toes nice and pointed? We're just going to drop the hips down an inch and then squeeze it back up. Drop it down, squeeze back up. If you need to pop those hands down for a bit more support, please do. You are really working into your core and your glutes here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it lifted. We're just going to draw some little dishes with that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it all the way down. Have a little second. You can bring that right knee into your chest if you need to, but we're going to go straight up. You're going to take that right leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to go for those sweeps. So flexing that heel down, pointing those toes up. Flex, then point. Flex, then point. Really good. Squeezing that left glute. Keep those hips nice and steady. Nearly there. We're going to keep those toes pointed and free. You're doing really well. Into. And on, toes pointed, those little hip dips. Drop it down and just squeeze it back up. A really powerful squeeze through those glutes as you're drawing it back up. Squeeze up, then drop. Squeeze up, then drop. Up, then drop. 4, 5. Holding it squeezed up in 3. In 2, 1. Hold it squeezed up. We're going to draw those circles with those legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it drop. Our glutes should definitely be feeling it now. When you bring the knees in towards your chest and just give yourself a little rock, a little hug, a bit of reassurance there. We're going to rock ourselves up into a sitting position. We are going to go into our standing work. Okay, so you are going to meet me standing on your mat, bringing your feet just into the center. What we are going to do is we're going to be working through our left hand side first. We are going to go for our lunges, and our lunges are going to start where we draw our left foot forward, right foot's going to come back. What we're going to do is we're going to find a nice 90-90, and all we're going to do is going to sweep our hands up to the air. Sweep, tap in, take it down, tap that back foot in. We take it down, we tap it back in. Get nice and deep down into it. Think about sending your weight through that left heel and pressing up through that left heel as you're drawing it in. So this is layer 1. This layer is more than enough. If you want to stay here, it does get quite fiery quite quickly. So just stay in here if that feels good for you. We are going to be adding some balance into it because we've got no equipment today. I like to challenge some different areas. And balance is one of the ones that everybody could do with working with. Even I need to work on. So I have a running joke, I can't even walk in a straight line. We're going to add a knee drive in 3, in 2, and 1. So you're going to go down into that 90-90. When you're bringing it in, I want you to draw that knee in towards your chest, and then we tap it back, 90-90. Knee in towards your chest, just get a balance point. I'm focusing on the leaf on my plant, as that helps me find the balance. If you need to, you can go down, tap in, then draw it up if you need to. Just get your balance. Really good. We're going to be adding on a little courtesy in 3, in 2, and 1. You're going to go down, you're going to courtesy, tap it back in, and then we draw the knee in that knee drive. So we go down, we courtesy by bringing our right leg behind our left, tap it back in, knee drive. This is where you need to use that ultimate concentration. Think about getting nice and deep still into that leg. We're going to be taking our knee drive out in 5, in 4, 2. Last one. Last knee drive. Enjoy it. Going down. You're going to meet me in your curtsy. I want you to go into your curtsy, draw it up. We curtsy, straighten everything back up again. We curtsy, straighten everything up. Get nice and deep down. You're still bending at that back leg as well when you're going down and sending your weight through that left heel. Nearly there. We're going to go back into that 90-90 in 3, in 2, and 1. You go down, we're going to tap it into that 90-90. Can we hold it low? I just want you to lift and lower your heel here. Lift it up, drop it down, lifting that left heel, drop it down. Can we sink any deeper? For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go down, bring yourself up, tap that right foot towards your left. Give the leg a quick little shake out. Okay. We're going to test a little bit more of our balance here. I want you to fold yourself over. So you've got that nice flat back. You're sending those hips back. You can then send that right foot back again. Hands are going to dangle down. What we're going to do is we're going to lift our back leg and you're going to draw your hands in towards your chest. So we'll lift it up, draw your hands in towards your chest. You've still got a soft bend into that left knee because we're still predominantly working into this glute here. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Squeeze, then drop. Squeeze it up, then drop. Keep your eye gaze down. Really good. Keep that nice bend into that left knee. We're going to hold the leg high and free. I know it's fiery in 2. Then 1. Hold it up. Just hold it still for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg down. Hands can come on the mat. We're going to pedal it out here. Whew. Well done. Bring yourself down onto the mat. This would be a perfect time to grab a drink. We are going to come in to some 4-point kneeling work. You know I love a little bit of 4-point kneeling work. We are going to bring our hands directly underneath our shoulders. Fingertips are going to be nice and spread wide. And your toes are going to be curled. Knees are directly underneath your hips. And again, wrapping those ribs in and taking that belly button away from your waistband. We are going to still work into our left-hand side here. We are going to go nice and simple. We are going to go for some sweeps. So you're going to extend that left leg long. And you're going to just go up, sweep it up, and then drive it down. Keep those toes pointed. Squeeze into the glute as you're drawing it up. Release as you're drawing it back down. So this is layer 1. We are going to be challenge our balance here with some bird dog movements. I love a bird dog. And I like doing it with balls and weights as well. Today we're just doing it with our own body, which is always good enough. Okay, next time you lift that leg, I want you to see if you can take that right leg out to that right arm, out to the side, pop it down, you drop the leg. So we take the leg up, right arm out to the side, pop it down underneath your shoulders, then you drop the leg. Lift, see it as separate movements to start off with until you get that balance. And then once you get the balance, you can make it a little bit more cohesive. So taking the arm out as you're lifting the leg, dropping it down. But if you need to keep it separate, keep it separate. Do what feels good for you. Really good. Okay, we're going to hold it up in 3, in 2, in 1. Holding it up. Can you give me little pulses of that leg up and down? And squeeze and squeeze. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Have a little second. This time we are going to go into some donkey presses. But when we go for our donkey press, we're going to extend our right arm forwards. So flex that left heel towards your bum. You're going to take the leg up so that your sole of your foot shines towards the ceiling. When you do so, you extend the arm long. And when you bring the knee back underneath your hip, you draw your hand towards the knee. So we're going for that nice fluid movement here. Drawing it in and then taking it back out. Keep those left fingertips nice and spread. If you need to spider your fingers to send a little bit more weight through those fingertips, if you're starting to feel it in those wrists, please do. Really good. Use that breath. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you draw it back in again. Really good. We're going to add on a little leg extension in 3, 2, and 1. Taking it out. You're extending the leg, bending it back in, draw it in. So we take it out. You extend the leg, you then flex the heel back towards your bum, and then you draw it back in. We're going to hold the leg long and draw the hand back underneath our shoulders in 3, in 2. Last one here. Bring it in, keep the leg long, keep those fingertips nice and spread. We're going to go for my favorite, a seesaw press up. So we're going to go down, let that left leg come a little bit high, draw up. So this is our upper body work here. We go down, draw it up, down, draw it up. Really good. Use that breath. Nearly there. Really strong. Can we hold it down? In 5. Think that you're going for that nose dive every time. Try and disguise your armpits with the tops of your arms there. Keep those elbows in close. We're going to hold down in 3. In 2. 1. Hold it. We're just going to hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw up. Pop your knee down. Knee goes wide. Child's pose it out. Well done, guys. Give those wrists a good wiggle out. Right, stunning work, guys. What we are going to do now is we're going to do some work for our core. We're going to be doing some obliques. We love obliques. We don't work them enough. So what we are going to be doing is you're going to keep keeping your left knee down onto the floor. Just curl your toes. And then your right leg's coming out nice and long, pointing those toes outwards. Hands are just going to clasp around into your chest. And what we are going to do is we're just going to think about hinging our body to the side, bringing it back up. So really pulling, you're thinking about this oblique here. That's going to help you get down. Draw it up. Draw. Keep that chin nice and lifted. We always use this saying where it's like you imagine that you're sliding down 2 walls and then you're bringing yourself up again. Slide down 2 walls and then you bring yourself up again. Really nice. Next time we go down, we're going to add a little twist in. We're going to twist towards our mat. Bring it back up into the center. Draw yourself up again. So we're going to go down. We're going to twist. We return back to center. We draw ourselves up again. Really good. We're going to hold down. Just work through those twists. In 3. In 2. 1. Hold it low. Can we just twist and return? Pull through those obliques. Imagine that your obliques are like a wet dishcloth that you're trying to wring out here. We're going to hold it twisted in 3. 2. 1. Hold it twisted. We're only here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. Drop your knees and we can go for a little mermaid stretch. Just bring in your left arm around your torso, right arm overhead, and then just swapping it to the other side. If you have been doing my classes enough before we go on to the other side, I do an interval where we work both halves at the same time. Today we are going to get into our quads a little bit more. We're going to go for our hinge back. So you're going to flex those toes, curl them onto the mat. Your arms are going to extend out in front of you. All we're going to do is we're going to hinge our body backwards. Keep that nice flat back. Your bum's not going to touch those heels, and then we draw it up again. So we exhale to go down. Inhale to draw it back up again. Exhale to go down. Inhale to bring it back up again. Keep it nice and strong through those quads. Don't let that momentum take over. Okay. We're going to add some bow and arrows in. So you're going to go down. You're going to take one arm back, send it forwards. We go down, take one arm back, send it forwards. Really good. Use that breath. Take those exhales when you feel that your body is using the most energy. Really, again, twisting through those obliques to help get you there. Really nice. We're going to hold it back in 3, in 2, 1. Hold it back. Can we just go for those alternating twists? Side to side. Last 5, 4, nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Draw up. Hands are going to come down in front of you into that 4-point knee. In our 4-point kneeling position, what we're going to do is we're going to walk ourselves out into a high plank. We are going to go into some mountain climbers. So drawing those knees in. We are going to hold our left knee in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee is going to stay in. I want you to twist it over to the right, extend your leg, bring it back in, take it back. Right knee is going to come in. We're going to extend it out, twist it back, center, draw in. Again, just swapping it here from side to side. We're going to hold the left knee in 3, in 2, 1. Hold the left knee, and we're just going to take it out, bring it back in, out, draw it back in, out, draw it back in. 5, 4. Really twist through those obliques for 3, 2, 1. Draw it back. We go for the right knee, same, twist, return. I am shaking. Twist and return. Twist and return for 3, 2, and 1. Draw in. Knees come down. Have a little second. Go for a child's pose. Bring it back forwards. Draw the knees up. I'm going to go for a downward dog. Walk our hands towards our ankles, and we're rolling ourselves up. We're going to go into those lunges on the other side. Okay, so working now for our right hand side. We're going to go into that 90-90, sweep those legs up. So we go down into that 90-90, tap in. Down into that 90-90, tap in. Send all your weight through that right heel. As we go down into that 90-90, tap it back in. Get nice and deep down into the legs there. We're going to add that knee drive in 3, in 2, 1. Going down, add that knee drive in, go back, down again. Knee drive in, just get your balance. Back out again. If you need to go for that lunge, tap, drive in, please do. Really good. We're going to add that courtesy in 3, 2, 1. Next time we go down, 90-90, we courtesy, tap it back in, knee drive up. 90-90, courtesy, tap it back in, knee drive up. We're going to be taking out our knee drive in 3, in 2, and 1. Last knee drive. Enjoy it. Send the leg back. We're going to go for the courtesy and 90-90. So we're going to go 90-90, courtesy, 90-90, stand, 90-90, courtesy. You're going to meet me down in that courtesy in 3, 2, and 1. Besides my unbalanced side, so we're going to go down that courtesy. We go down, draw it up, down, draw it up. Keep those feet flexed forward. How low can you go? We're going to go be holding it low in 3, 2, 1. Hold it low, little pulses up and down. Really press through that heel for 3, 2, 1. We're going to then go into that 90-90, holding it low. We're just going to lift and lower that heel, lift and lower, lift and lower for 5, 4. Press the heel down in 3, 2, 1. Press it down, get nice and deep down. We draw ourselves back up again. We're going to keep that right foot forward. We're going to go for that forward fold forward. Left foot comes back. We're going to lift that left foot, drop it down. This is my wobbly side, so I have to really focus on getting that nice bend into that right knee here. Lift and then drop. We lift and then drop. Use that breath. And drop. Eye gaze is down. Really good. I know this leg is on fire, but we're nearly there. Can we hold it up in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it there just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Oh my goodness me, give those legs a good shake out. We're going to meet down onto the floor. Going to come in that 4-point kneeling work. Again, testing our balance a little bit here. I'm going to go for those straight leg sweeps. So you're going to take those right legs long. You're going to sweep up, squeezing that glute, and drop it down. And keep those ribs wrapped in. Think about bringing that belly button away from your navel. Taking it up, drawing it back down. Use that breath. Nearly there. Really strong. Next time we take it up, can you think about extending that left arm out to the side, bringing it back down, then you take that leg down. So we lift the leg, left arm comes out to the side, bring it back underneath here, we tap it back down. Find your balance, keep those ribs wrapped in, and if you want to make the movement more cohesive, you can. So taking the arm out as you lift the leg, taking it back in as you drop the leg. This requires a little bit more balance, so if you need to do it still separate, please do. We're going to be holding it lifted in 3, in 2, 1. Hold it lifted, just little pulses of that leg up and down inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Have a little second. Give the wrists a roll out if you need to. We're going to go for those donkey presses. You flex that right heel towards your bum. We're going to extend it out. So we're going for that nice slow motion movement here. Finding your balance. Really squeezing into that right glute. Taking it out. Bringing it back in again. Use that breath. Exhale to take it out. Inhale to draw it back in again. Using those lower abdominals to help you draw that knee back in. We're going to hold it out and add our leg extension on 3. In 2, 1. Hold it out. Leg extends down. Flex it back in. Draw it in. Take it out. Leg extends down. Flex it back in. Draw it in. Really good, guys. We're going to be holding that leg long and going for that seesaw press up to finish this series in 3, 2, 1, leg extends long, left arm back underneath your shoulders. Let's go for that seesaw press up. So when you're going for it, you want to think about bringing those elbows nice and close towards your ribcage. Leg comes longer as you're taking it. And then it comes back nice and neutral, that nice straight line when you're drawing yourself back up again. I'm shaking, guys. And I'm definitely regretting wearing a long sleeve top. What was I thinking? We're going to hold it though. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it though. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Let's find that child's pause. We've just got those obliques to do, and we're nearly there. Okay, draw yourself up. We are going to be keeping our right knee down this time, and our left leg's coming long. Interlace those fingertips. We are just going to go for those hinges to the side. Elbows are nice and wide. Shoulders back and proud. Chin nice and lifted. I'm so breathless. We're going to go down. Bring ourselves up. So you think about using your left oblique. This time we go down. We draw ourselves up. Exhale as you take it down. Inhale as you bring it back up again. Lovely stuff. And keeping that nice sliding motion. We're going to add that twist in 3, in 2, in 1. We're going to go down. We're going to twist to face the mat. Draw it back to center. Lift yourself back up again. So we're going to go down. We twist to face the mat. Draw it back to center. Lift it back up again. Really strong. We're going to hold it low and just go for those twists. In 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. Let's just go for those twists and returns. Twists and returns. Pull, ring out through those obliques. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. Take a stretch if you need to take a stretch. We're going to meet laying down. We are going to come into our core finisher. It's been a while since we laid down, so I just want you to connect with that mat, thinking about imprinting that spine. If you're like me and you've got tilt pelvis and you can fit your hand underneath your back there, that core is not engaged. So I want you to think about tucking everything in, imprinting that spine down, wrapping those ribs in. So nice and simple. All we're going to do is we're going to float those legs into tabletop. Floating those arms up to 12. All we're going to do is crunch up, draw it back down. Nice and simple to start off with. Crunch up, draw it back down. Keep the eye gaze upwards so we're not straining up through our necks. And keep those knees directly over those hips. Try not to let them fall into your chest. Really good. We're going to add a little toe tap in 3, 2, 1. We lift it up. We're going to go toe tap, draw it down again. So we crunch it up. We go toe tap, and then draw it back down again. Crunching up. We go toe tap, bring it up again. Really nice. Use that breath when you go for those crunches. Use that exhale. Keep drawing those ribs towards your hips. We're going to go for a double leg toe tap. So for this, I want you to imagine that your legs have been glued together. And then watch out for that lower back. If it starts to lift, reduce your range. That means don't take your feet as far away from your body. Really good. We're going to be going is switching it up for leg extensions in 3, in 2, 1. Go for leg extensions instead. Send those legs out. Draw it back in. We drop again, watching for that lower back. We send those legs long. We draw it back in. And we lay ourselves down. Nearly there. Send those legs long. Draw it back in. Lay it back down. Really strong. Keeping it going. Can we hold those legs long in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding those legs long. I want you to bring your left leg in, wrap your arms around the knee. We're going to go for our alternating bicycles. Crunch in, draw in, keep those toes pointed. Can you bring yourself any higher off that mat? Really wrap those ribs in, use that breath. Nearly there. If you want more, send your hands behind your temples, and we're going to go for it this way. Really strong. You're going to keep your left leg into tabletop in 3, 2, 1. Left leg into tabletop, bring right elbow to it, swap it over. Nice and slow. Really ring out through those obliques again. Twist and twist. Twist and twist. Nearly there. We're going to hold that left leg into tabletop in 3, 2, 1. Left leg in. Little pulses of that right elbow to left knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap it over. Little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that big sigh of relief. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's cool it off. When you bring those knees into your chest, we're going to wrap our arms around it. Just give ourselves a little rock side to side. Planting those feet back down, cactus out those arms. You're just going to take a twist of those knees to the left. You're going to take a look over to the right. Bringing it back through center, alternating it to the other side. And we're back through center. Bringing it in. I want you to draw that left knee in, take your right leg long. I'm just going to give it a hug, and then I want you to just draw some circles using that left hand. Right hand is coming on to your knee. And then just alternate in the direction of those circles. Drawing the knee back in again, give it a good hug. Let the leg come long. You're going to bring the right knee in, exactly the same. Drawing those circles. And then just alternate in direction when it feels good for you. You're going to bring your other knee into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. You're going to rock yourself up into a sitting position. You're going to cross those legs. You're just going to let those legs down. And then arms come nice and long. When we take that nice deep breath in, I want you to think about bringing those shoulders up towards your ears. And then as we exhale, we're going to let everything drop. Draw everything in. Exhale, let everything drop. And give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I know it's been a while, and I hope you've enjoyed this no equipment floor. I will be bringing the equipment back in, but alternating it again and again. So thank you so much. I hope you did enjoy it. Please let me know how you get on. What bits did you like? What bits didn't you like? And yeah, hopefully see you guys again soon.